We got sidetracked on whatever that table is.
Oh,
I think it's just a
started.
table.
You were talking about the tree. How we go to Arts on Fire.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Now we don't even remember.
10-minute sidebar.
Yay Networks.
Hey guys, episode 25. Happy belated Merry Christmas. Jeff and I, if you're watching on YouTube, we have on, I told him to wear an ugly Christmas sweater. I wanted it like holiday theme. I'm wearing my Christmas PJs, and my cousin made me this sweatshirt last year or 2 years ago. And it's all your favorite holiday characters on my sweatshirt, and it says Friends. It's cute.
Like the Friends logo with Ralphie and Kevin McAllister and Elf and Chevy Chase and the Grinch.
I'm sorry, but National Lampoons, you cannot beat that Christmas movie.
It's the best. Well, the Elf is my favorite.
I feel like everybody can find a character in National Lampoon Christmas Vacation that you're like, oh my God, that's my aunt, or that's my uncle, or because once you blend your families in, you're like, wow.
It's funny how well that movie has aged.
It's so good.
You know, like it's funny every year. Every time I watch it, it's funny. So it aged well. And if you aren't, well, if you're watching, you'd see I'm wearing an ugly Christmas sweater. But I fell for one of those ads on Instagram. You know, they just
always
pop up.
Does.
I do. I fall for them. I'm like, oh my God, this sweatshirt was $33 or something.
He gets me birthday gifts, and I'm like, where'd you get this? He's like, I don't know. It was an ad on Instagram.
They get me. So I designed our family, and I put like our favorite drinks in everybody's hands. I made your eyebrows gray because I thought they were mine by accident. I didn't even notice that either. But
I just saw the margarita.
Well, yeah, I nailed that. But anyways, this is my ugly Christmas sweater. So $33. Boom.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
The Schroeders. I love it. It's so nice. Today we're going to talk about holiday traditions. And I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas with your family, your friends, whoever you spend Christmas with. And for us, we talked about this on the last podcast episode. Jeff always likes to see his family in December. You wait to use your vacation till December so you can go longer.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what my dad does. My dad takes a whole month of December off. And he's like so happy. He's the happiest, jolliest person in December.
That was a vacation line.
I know. And he's also it lets me kind of get a glimpse of what it's going to be like for retirement for him, because I can tell he's bored by the end, now.
Yeah.
I can tell he's bored.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get into some traditions. Good sidetrack.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we're going to get into some family traditions. So this is obviously, we're recording this before Christmas. So we didn't have Christmas yet. It's actually Friday, the Friday before Christmas.
Christmas
we're filming
is
this.
Monday.
I know. It's Friday before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying
and this is going to air, though, on, the
Yes.
27th. So Christmas has already happened at this point. But we like to, I have my family traditions with my own family. Growing up, we kind of did the same thing and had a routine. And I kind of want to do that with our family, and I think we've started some pretty good traditions.
Well, I am the one that was like, okay, I don't want to go to Chicago anymore and be at Chicago on Christmas.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Right.
Because our boys are getting older, and I'm just like, I just didn't want to wait. I wanted to wake up in our house. Before, when we lived in an apartment, I didn't really care. But once we got our house, I was like, okay, I want to start the traditions here. Our boys, how they wake up on Christmas morning. It's so cute how excited they get, especially with the elf on the shelf. We talked about this also last episode, how our kids get so excited. Well, more so Leighton. And I know we're not going to have that many years with him being excited like he is. I mean, he is up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, I found the elf. Come down here. Come look at the elf. He gets so excited about Elf on the Shelf. But normally it's pretty chill for us. Jeff cooks. He makes raviolis. He continues that tradition that his mom, well, actually your grandma started.
Yeah.
And he does that here. I normally just sit and drink wine and watch them make the raviolis. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy cooking. And Jeff likes doing it. It's a huge mess too. So you buy all this stuff, and Lawson and Leighton like to help you.
Yeah, they like
I just watch and have champagne or just watch them.
So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But getting real quickly about like Leighton, it's like I enjoy.
You have enjoyed it.
I have, and I soaked it up because I don't know how much longer it's gonna be. So it's like these moments are precious, and I know you have to stop and enjoy certain times, and I'm trying to enjoy that as much as I can. So every morning I walk downstairs and I play.
Excited.
Yeah,
and
because he sprints, he like hops and skips and sprints over there, and he loves it. But I don't know. I'm really soaking it in because, like I said, time flies, and they're already 5 and 7.
Lawson now is more like I'm cool. Like he plays it cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like with Santa, he didn't act all excited. It was just like, hi. It's so different.
But he's excited. Christmas morning will be.
Oh, Christmas morning. Leighton's going to be up at 5:30.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
we gotta drug him that night. Melatonins for sure.
To get him to sleep. I haven't even started wrapping. I don't even know what we have.
Yeah, we got to get that all together.
I got to do that after we record this podcast.
Was it the first year so we've been in this house 3 Christmases now?
Yeah.
This will be our 3rd or 4th?
3rd. March will be our 4th year here, but yeah, 3rd Christmas here.
Remember the first one when we were hammered?
Oh, so hammered.
And like I was trying to put the flour.
I was like, really? You're doing this?
No, because I do it every year. Speaking of traditions, we'll get into that. But one of the things I started is I put flour all over the floor, so it looks like snow. And
like
then Santa walks through it. So he has his boots and he walks through it, like to the door. So I do that, or Santa does that every year. So the first year I was throwing flour everywhere, and we were drunk, like pretty drunk. And I'm so surprised the kids didn't wake up. And I was throwing flour. She's like, "What are you doing? Why are you throwing flour all over the floor?" Remember, you didn't know what I was doing?
And then the next day I have
put on
to
those boots.
Yes. And
what do you mean?
Just wait. Just see what I'm doing. And then
I like it. And this year I'm going to do it again.
I hate it because I have to vacuum up all the flour. But yeah, that year he got really into the flour because you were more drunk.
That was pretty funny. And we had all the presents and stuff. We were extra loud, so we're gonna be a little more careful.
I don't even know how they didn't wake up. We were like banging stuff. I'm like, oh my God.
I know. What happened? Why do we get so drunk? I don't know. But anyways, that was fun. I remember that. So that was a tradition. But anyways, going back to the raviolis. So we already made those with my mom when we were back in Chicago, and my nieces helped out, and the kids helped out. But I like doing it at home because then I like having them for either Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna make the raviolis, and then what else do we do? The ornaments. Yeah.
So every year, I love getting new ornaments. I always take the kids to, I was about to say Hallmark. Is it Hallmark?
No, we did go to Hallmark, but there's this Nick's. We went to that St. Nick's.
St. Nick's store, and it is the holliest, jolliest Christmas.
It's there. Is it open year round?
Somebody told me it's open year round, but I don't know if it is.
There's this St. Nick's store if you live in the Denver area.
I'm sure everybody's
been there.
What's
Denver? When you say Denver metro area, what does that mean?
Don't ask me. I don't know. People
is that like surrounding?
The foothills.
The foothills.
Like when you hear on the news.
Is it like metro, like you take the metro train? Like,
don't ask me.
We'll try to figure it out.
Google it.
No, I don't want to Google it. I want
to. You work at the news station. Ask your meteorologist.
Ask the weatherman why it's called the metro area?
Yeah, because they'll say in the metro area, in the foothills, in this and that. Just ask your person at the news station. I guess he would know. Yeah, you're friends with them.
I never thought about it. I just said it right now. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's in the Denver metro area.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's, they have every ornament you can think of. Jeff's mom always gives us ornaments, but it's always fun because you forget about the ornaments you get at Christmas, because you just hang them up and they're not up on the tree that long. And then the next year I'm like, oh, we got this ornament. But I feel like our tree tells a story. Everything, because we've been together so long, we have ornaments up there from when we got our first apartment together.
Keep going. The neighbors are texting. I'm just making sure the boys are.
And we have the address on those ornaments from the first apartment that we have together. We have ornaments from when we, did Amazing Race together, like a travel ornament. Everything has dates. Ornaments from when we were dating, just dating stuff that your mom got. And then everything is, Jeff has a ravioli ornament on our
I
tree.
do. My brother got me, there's some funny, like, my brother got me
It's a very Jeff ornament.
the ravioli?
Yeah.
What what is that? Your face is like disgusted?
No, it's just a ravioli on your tree.
Because we make raviolis every year. Where's the disconnect?
Oh, I don't know. When I grew up, like we didn't have ravioli.
My brother got me a
It was
ornament
like baby
of
Jesus.
prosciutto.
Yes, that's a Jeff ornament, like having food like that. Mine's like baby Jesus on your tree.
My brother got me a
different.
prosciutto ornament. That's
And
funny.
I think you have another food one in there too that you probably have.
I like cooking and food and stuff. And
Well, good for you. I'm not complaining. I still put them up on the tree. It's not like
how many baby Jesus ornaments could you have?
I don't know. We just have a lot of that stuff.
Anyways.
But going back to Hallmark, in the St. Nick store, we bought some stuff at St. Nick, and normally every year we buy something new, and I let the kids pick it out, and it's normally something for that year that symbolizes them. So Lawson's really into football right now, so we got a Josh Allen or Buffalo Bills ornament.
We've talked about how our neighbors brainwashed
Yeah.
him. So I'll look back on that and be like, why do we have
a
this?
lot of people that follow us that are Buffalo Bills fans.
Oh, really? Well, then they'll appreciate that.
I didn't realize
but
that.
I'll look back on that, obviously, that year. We got to write the year on there, too, so we don't forget.
I write the year on everything.
Oh, you did already?
On everybody's.
Look at you.
And then Leighton, what did Leighton pick out?
What did he
Leighton
pick
always
out?
picks out the weirdest stuff.
Leighton's going to be a weird bird. Dude.
Yeah, Leighton's out there.
Yeah.
He's kind of like how I am. I'm a little bit out there, but a little bit, he's more.
He's more into the metro area of life.
Yeah, he is. Leighton's just like on his own little world.
He just does hey, listen. He does what he wants.
He walked
like
in.
Big Daddy when he's like, do whatever you want,
Yes.
Frankenstein. That's Leighton.
Do
whatever you want.
That actually
dude.
sums up Leighton.
Yeah.
Like he would go to school wearing a football helmet and
rain boots.
yeah. Like that, and he doesn't care. Like it doesn't bother him at all. I don't care. I'm like, whatever makes you happy, kid. But he's just so different.
You sounded like now I'm just picking up, but it sounded like Christmas Story. You shoot your eye out, kid. That's what you just sounded like.
I
Maybe
think
because
there
I'm
are a
looking at
couple
Ralphie
things
right
that
now.
I said. Yeah, I love the Grinch. I got the kids into the Grinch, like I said, National Lampoon. I don't love Elf. It's not my favorite.
Oh my God. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
It's fun.
And I got an ornament of Elf that you could press and it does lines from the movie.
And I got a
last
Grinch
year.
one.
Yeah.
Normally, the stuff the ornaments I try to find are like beach stuff. Like I got a beach
Yeah, you
bag
do.
with sandals and things like that. But let's take a break and then we will come back.
All right. Well, let's come back and
Okay,
then
you
start
can
there.
start it. Say welcome back and then start it.
You say welcome back and then start it.
Really?
No, we're using this, so we're back. Anyways, let's finish up our traditions.
Okay. Jeff and I normally go last night this is what we did with our kids. We went you went and you were craving sushi. I have not ever since we used to go every Friday to this place and get sushi. And ever since I had COVID, like that really bad variant 2 years ago, I cannot eat sushi at all. The paper, the wrapping
Seaweed?
paper, is that the seaweed?
Yeah.
It tastes extra salty to me, and it has a different taste to me, and it's never gone away. I swear to you. You think I make it up?
No, I didn't say that.
After I had COVID, everything was extra salty. Remember that?
When did I accuse you of making that up?
I know sometimes you just feel like you're a little dramatic about things, but I haven't been able to eat sushi. So we go to this place. He gets sushi. I don't eat it at all anymore, and have a couple beers, and then we go to this place. It's called Arts on Fire, and we pick out something that's Christmassy, and then we all work on it as a family.
Yeah, we just started that, but I like that.
It was fun.
We made like a weird looking tree, whatever. I don't know.
It was like a tree it was a car with a tree on the back.
No, the first year.
Oh, the first year.
Yeah.
It looked like a Whoville type
It does
tree.
look like a Hoover, and it comes with lights, and you plug it in. So that's on our, our counter. I don't know. What do you say? What am I trying to say?
table, just
Yeah.
like your table, yeah.
What do you call that, though? Like an end table? What's
It's
it
not
called?
an end table. It's not a console. Is that a console?
A consultation?
No, like a console table.
What is it called? It's just a table. What is it? Does it have a name? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know where my brain is today.
I'm hungover today, so my brain's fried.
I just popped a beer.
I had to get a McDonald's Coke. They're like,
that's
crap.
so weird.
Why? McDonald's Cokes when you're hungover.
But you know what? I didn't know that was a thing. That's a thing, huh?
Oh, yeah. My friend Jen and Lisa.
I thought it was just from your mom, because your mom does that every day.
Y'all, my mom, every single day, I wish I could add up how much she has spent her whole entire life from when I can remember, and it's probably middle school when I actually like paid attention. From middle school, I'll say, on till now, my mom goes every single day to McDonald's. She gets a Coke. If it's not, she knows if it's a good Coke or not. If it's too carbonated, she gets mad and she'll go back around and she's like, because that's not a good Coke. You know, somebody has to have coffee every single morning. She is somebody that has to have a Coke.
It's a caffeine, right?
Every single day, yes. And she works at a bank. And she sips on that Coke all day till she gets off. And then she swings by the gas station and picks up a candy bar. And my mom is 90 pounds. She's like the tiniest woman ever. And that's her breakfast.
You know, we talked about this before, McDonald's Cokes, haven't we? They do something special. I think they deliver their Cokes cold or something. There's something that they do behind their Cokes of why they taste the way they do.
I don't know. I'm addicted to them.
But anyways, I've heard other people say that they have a Coke when they're hungover. I didn't know that was a thing. That's a thing?
Yeah. For me it is. And then two of my other friends do it too. I sent a picture today to one of my girlfriends. I said, thinking of you today. And then my other friend goes, oh, by the way, I had 2 of them yesterday because she was hungover.
Everyone we don't drink that much. Everyone's on this. We always talk about drinking, but we don't drink that much.
No, we don't.
In comparison to our neighborhood, we're like sober. This neighborhood's just like a fraternity party. Yeah, it is just, people.
It's grown people with really good jobs that are just pro drinkers.
Professionals.
They're pro.
That's why I hide. I can't.
Actually, I don't even think it's this neighborhood. I think it's people in Colorado.
The suburbs?
Just Colorado in general.
Colorado
I feel
drinks
like
a lot,
everybody in Colorado is just a pro. I never, until we moved here. In LA, actually, we did drink them a lot. But I feel like because of the altitude, if you ever come here and you drink and you're not from here, watch out how many drinks you have because of the altitude. But
hydration, get yourself some liquid IV packets. Yeah, for sure, and some chapstick.
Yes.
Yeah,
you need chapstick. It's super dry here. But, what was I getting at? If you drink, I feel like I'm a pro now because I'm used to the elevation here. So when I go somewhere else, I feel like I can drink so much more because I'm so used to it here.
Good. All right. Well, good drinking tips for the holidays. But let's wrap it up with the traditions. We got sidetracked on whatever that table is. I think it's just a table.
You were talking about the tree, how we go to Arts on Fire.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Now we don't even remember.
10-minute sidebar. So yesterday we painted this. It's cool. It's like an old school, like Mr. Miyagi truck.
Yeah.
With a tree in the back.
And then it's going to come with lights.
Yeah, we all painted it. So every year I want to do that. Like, it means more to me, like, when you do something yourself, right? As opposed to just buying it and putting it out. Right. So every year it's like, kind of like, oh man, remember this year when we made that?
And then we write the year on it. And then all of us. And yeah, it was fun. And then Leighton, of course, how we were saying Leighton has to be different. He was like, I want the deer, a reindeer. I'm like, no, we're doing this together. And he's like, no, I want the deer. And then he went off and did his own thing. And his actually looked really good.
It did. He's like, I think he's definitely artsy. He's got more artsy in him than like sports, Him and
Lawson couldn't be more opposite.
Yeah, which is cool. You know what I mean? Because everyone just traditionally thinks like, oh, you're a boy, so you're going to play sports. And, and it's like, I never knew that like theater and stuff was like an option growing up, So it's like, I want to encourage him to go into the arts more if that's what he likes.
Yeah. And I feel like he's more so that he would like theater. He likes singing, dancing. He loves art, coloring, drawing, things like that. Yeah. But okay.
All right. Let's take a little break. We have a subject that we brought up on our show this week, and I want to talk about. It's about Cameron Diaz, about her saying on an old podcast that she would rather sleep in separate beds, like if she was married. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna dive into that story a little bit when we come back.
So, in case you wanted an update, Metro stands for metropolitan.
Oh,
So it just includes.
That's
I had to
right.
Google it.
That's right. That makes so much sense.
Yeah. So it's the metropolitan area, and it just includes like a bunch of different counties that are near Denver, but not necessarily Denver.
We're so stupid. Yeah. Surrounding.
And then McDonald's, they get their Coke syrup in metal containers, where most places get it in plastic. And then they also, you were right, they keep it cold before they even put it into the like whatever.
That's right. I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, most people do it like straight into the soda machine, and then that makes it cold. But McDonald's is like cold before and then put it into the machine.
All right, so we just got the update on how dumb we are.
Yeah, we're
Metro
idiots.
stands for metropolitan. Why didn't we think about that?
I don't know.
I should have knew that.
Like I said, you work at the news station. You should.
I'm such an idiot.
I don't.
And I told you I was about those Cokes. I told you there's a special way that they do that.
Well, they got me. I'm a forever customer. Can we just talk about how awesome? I mean, I don't know the people, but at McDonald's, like they work so hard. And like when you pull up at the drive-thru, they're always so nice. Like today, the lady, her nails were all decorated, all Christmassy. I was like, I love your nails. I was like, you look beautiful today. And like they're just so nice and work so hard.
Yeah, didn't we talk about this on the show? I can't remember what we talked about, what we didn't.
Yeah, you did. Because
when I was like, I wanted to cry.
You were saying the kids that are there, because like other kids might think it's not a cool job, but like these young kids
with their
are there.
shirt all tucked in and the visor hat. It makes me want to cry right now. I don't know why that makes me cry.
Well, nobody
like
wants to work.
I know. And it's like, man, I don't know. I love them.
People just, I don't know. People just don't really want to work anymore. And everybody is, I don't know. When you see other people and you know they're like trying and they're really
because
working,
you can do it. It's, I don't want to get off on a tangent here, but it's like you can make a difference in your life. You can change, And even if it means working at McDonald's at 15 or 16, that's a good work ethic for the rest of your life. To just put in those hours and say, hey, you know what? I worked at McDonald's for 2 years and it was great, and I, got some great experiences from it, but I never want to do that again. I'm going to make my life better and keep climbing the ladder.
Well, you have
and
to
I think
start somewhere.
Yeah, you do.
And
but people just want everything handed to them, and then they don't get the lessons that go with it. You have to struggle. You have to fail. I'm not saying working in McDonald's is a failure, but it's like kids might make fun of you if you're working at McDonald's
what I'm
or
saying
something.
is people see now these young kids. It's not, my first job was Chick-fil-A. I was 15. And I was so mad that my parents made me work there because none of my friends had to get jobs. And my parents were like, you're 15, you're working. And I was pretty bad though, because I like didn't care. And I
do they tell you you have to be extra super nice?
No, I mean, I feel like
because they're above and beyond nice at Chick-fil-A.
I feel like when I was there, and like I said, I didn't last very long. But there was no my pleasure, not like how it is now. Now everything's my pleasure.
Yeah.
And it's like over the top. I think they try to separate themselves from other fast food restaurants by making it so more personal. When you go in there, it's kind of like a restaurant. Like, we'll bring it to you. Here's your number.
Yeah.
I don't know if all Chick-fil-A's are like that, but the one by us is like that.
And I think it's that place McAllister's. I think now they're
McAllister's
everywhere.
Deli.
But I didn't know what it was when I first started dating you. And it was in the South, and these people came up to our table. I'm not even joking. I got an iced tea. And while we're eating, they asked me 6 times, like, hi, sir, would you like a refill on your iced tea? And it was like a gigantic bucket, by the way. And I was like, I'm good, buddy. Thank you. 2 minutes later, he's like, how's that tea doing? Would you like a refill, sir? But except in a Southern accent. I'm like, what is going on? Why did they? And
there's one right down the street from Jeff's parents' house, and they still have not gone. And I've told your mom how amazing it is. And I love big cups, so McAllister's is my jam because you get the big cups and the lemons are this big. They're huge.
I don't understand why you need so much liquids. Anyways, let's get back to that Cameron Diaz story because we totally sidetracked, and I want to get this story in because I think a lot of people out there can relate, but they're scared to say. Yeah. So here's the story. Cameron Diaz was on a podcast a long time ago. And she explained something about living in a house with her partner, but she wasn't with Benji Manon at the time. She was just looking into the future. This is kind of, cliff noting what she said. And she's like, I would like to just have a partner. What did she say? Separate rooms?
Yeah, I mean, you might know more than me. This is just what I read. She said,
it doesn't, we're not
you go on one end of the house, I'm on the other. Like,
I don't know why we're dancing around.
Together.
The point of the story is she doesn't need to sleep in bed with her husband every night. That's what she said, basically. And me and Jordan don't really sleep together that often. No. Whether she runs off with one of the kids, whether she goes off with one of the kids or she's in my room or one of the kids are in my room, we're kind of all over the place and we're not super traditional. Like, good night, hun, and we like turn off the light and go to bed. Not at all. Like,
I slept in the bed with him last night, which I normally don't. And I got up in the middle of the night. I'm like, it's too quiet in here. And then I just go to a different room, turn the fan on high, turn on this sound machine. Jeff likes it so quiet. And we've talked about this before. But what Cameron Diaz was saying, I was all about. I was like, yes, because I always said this.
But she walked it back because they questioned her about it. And she's like, no, me and Benji Madden, her husband now, they're like, no, that was a long time ago. We sleep in the same bed. So she doesn't do that. But
we don't sleep in the same bed.
But I'm saying some people are scared to say that they
because it almost looks like, oh, you don't sleep in the same room, so you must be having problems with your partner. Oh, you must not be having sex. Oh, everybody's got something to say.
But why? Like, it's better.
Because people are the worst.
But I think it's better because, again, we're super not traditional. We'll go in, knock one out, and and then go our separate ways. And I like to watch, like, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and, like, boom.
I can't believe you said that.
What?
Oh, yeah.
At least it's not reflective of our sex life. You know what I mean?
No, we have a great sex life.
Yeah, but I'm saying that people think, we get it done, and then instead of saying good night, hon, I'm like,
see you later.
See ya.
And that's me. I'm like, all right, good night.
So, and I like to watch like Curb Your Enthusiasm. I like to fall asleep with the TV on. Jordan likes no lights on, but a fan blaring in your face, and I wake up with a cold. And so we're different in that way.
We're so different. And even when we were dating, and we lived in this one bedroom apartment, you normally would just sleep on the couch because you would have to fall asleep with that. And I wanted everything off, and I had a box fan, and you hated that box fan.
Yeah, and I get up in the middle of the night. Like, I just, I'm a terrible sleeper. And
then, but one of the things Cameron Diaz said, and I was like, oh my God, I would love this. Like, just give an example. If you had a 12,000 square foot house, I would totally be like, Jeff, you take 6,000 square feet. I take the other 6,000 square feet. We'll meet at like the kitchen table. You meet wherever you want to like have sex. And then it's like, I'm going on my wing of the house. You stay on your wing of the house and leave me alone.
Well, that's a little different.
I love that.
What do you mean my wing of the house?
That's like,
it sounds like we're having an affair.
No, it doesn't. You go on your side of the house and
we don't talk at all?
No, we talk, but it's just like for here, I'll be like, oh, you just like take up the closet space. You have a closet. He has a closet in his office with a bathroom in his office. Then down here in the basement.
Where I keep my work clothes. I keep my work stuff in there.
And there. But then we have a big closet, and he takes up most of the space in that closet.
That's not true.
Then
it's split in half.
In our mud room.
She's not a good organizer.
No. Then in our mud room, you want to put your shoes, which I took them all out and threw them in your closet, in your office closet, because I was so annoyed that I kept looking at your shoes.
Is this the therapeutic part of the show?
Yeah, because I'm like, this mudroom is not for you. This is for the kids' shoes. And then I have my tiny little closet in the hallway where I have all my jackets and all my shoes. Like, I just need to be separated from you.
So does it bother you of your day of doing nothing to move my shoes into the office?
Day of nothing. Don't even act like I don't even do anything, because you will start a war with that. I do so much around this house. And I clean this house. It takes me 10 hours to clean this whole freaking house because it's big. So don't even start with me. It's a whole day.
All right, take it easy. I was just joking.
But in this house, I think of it this way. I'm like, okay, I should take 3,000 square feet of this house, and you take the other.
Listen, you know what you should do? You should organize.
Oh my God, organize.
Organize.
I'm the most organized person ever.
I don't
what
think
are
so.
You talking about?
I don't think so.
You don't
see how
never
my
know
stuff
where
is
you're-
like? I have it up high, like my winter stuff. I have winter boots up there. I move it when the springtime comes. I
No,
reverse
it's-
it. You don't even think that way.
No, with Jeff, if it's not Jeff's way, it's no way.
That's on
how
my
it
half
is.
of the closet. You do what you want, and you're slum village.
No, everything in this house, if it's not Jeff's way, it's no way. And that is why you
What are
get
you
mad because
talking
I'll
about?
battle. Like, if it's not how you would lay your napkins, it's like, what's up with this? Why are these napkins like this? And you're just like, shut up. You know? Like, sometimes.
I do get particular because
Shut up.
Okay, how about this? Jordan, I make nice steaks, right? Don't even get me started with this, okay?
What, because I put A1 sauce
Yeah,
or
she puts
dressing?
A1 sauce on a nice steak that I make, by the way. That's not even what I'm getting at. That makes me mad. I let that slide the other night, and I didn't say anything because I didn't want to fight. She gets a paper plate. When I makes a nice filet, you get a paper plate. You don't need a steak off a paper plate. So little things like that, I have to be like, will you go get a regular plate and eat the steak?
I'm sorry, but this is not Chicago. This is not something.
You can't
nice.
eat a steak
no,
off a paper
I was
plate.
raised off eating off paper plates.
Well, you gotta-
and that's
you were
what I
raised
do.
wrong.
No, I'm not, and it's nothing. You like I said, you get like these little particular Chicago type thing acting like
eat off a plate?
No, because you're like, this is supposed to be nice because that's how you grew up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
No, we keep it paper plates.
No, we don't.
We throw it away. Yes.
See, little things like that drive me crazy. I wish I had more examples because it happens every day. You're such a weirdo. My kids aren't being raised off of steaks on paper plates. That's not happening. I'm going to raise my kids right. You scumbag. All right. I think I feel better though.
Things
With your giant cups and paper plates. There's a million of them.
Listen, I have a lot I could say about you.
You just did.
But no, I just fought back. And I'm not gonna back down.
What else you got? Oh, you got something? I feel like you have something on your mind. Now's the time.
Yeah. It's like, well, don't come sneaking over to me.
What? What'd you say?
I said, don't be sneaking over to me tonight.
Oh, you're like, I see what's going on. You're withholding
All right. Okay. And all, because people, I don't know why people are so concerned about it. This is all like playing and joking because people get like, oh my God, the way you guys talk to each other. This is how we are.
I'll have more examples next time of the things that drive me crazy. We share every week of what drives me crazy. I guess it's just part of marriage.
Yeah. And if you're somebody that acts like your marriage is perfect and acts like you guys don't argue, that's when I'm like, somebody I don't want to be friends with because you're like, that is so fake, right?
Yeah, well, it's just not relatable to me. You know what I mean? Like,
no, just like anybody.
It's funny.
Like celebrities when they act like everything's so perfect in their marriage. I'm like, you were just fighting last night, probably. You know?
Well, not to bring like our neighbor's business or whatever, but it's like sometimes a neighbor will come over and he'll be like, my wife just did this and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh my God, Jordan does the exact same thing. It's like,
oh yeah,
you guys do it doesn't matter. I said this like a couple weeks ago. Like, it doesn't matter who you married to. Everyone, like, it's the same problem that everyone's going through.
But it's to be able to laugh about it.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Not make it like, there's a difference between how we do where we're playful, laugh about it, we throw stones at each other, and then we're done.
I like it.
But then there's some, like if you were to say that, what we just said, and then you're actually like really mad.
Oh, well,
And
I can't handle that. I can't be with a person.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that took work. It took years of work of us, like...
throwing stones at each other.
Yeah, basically. Telling each other to F off. That's the best medicine. Just tell your partner that. There you go.
It's therapeutic.
Now our kids are calling for us. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Thank you all for continuing to watch. Download, like, subscribe, tagging friends. We appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful New Year's too. So our kids are screaming for us. We have to go.
Yeah. Happy New Year. No, we're going to do a New Year's show. Oh. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye.